Yeah.
It's like music to my ears, boys.
You know, it's only Tuesday, but it's been a long week, right?
Wow.
Wow. I got to drink beer on a Tuesday. Wow. Hey, Michael here from Beer Baseball Blog, the adventures of craft beer and baseball. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast, episode 53 for May 4th, 2021. Wherever you are watching us live today, please give us a like and a comment. We need you to do this. We need you to like, comment. We need you to subscribe. And as always, we'd appreciate subscribe, turn on notifications. This is what we need you guys to do. So thank you so much. We are actually into our second year of this. We can honestly say that we've passed the 1 year anniversary. We had a really great show last week, and we were super enthusiastic about the response to it. So thank you everyone for joining. It's been a labor of love, and we're growing every day. But we need everybody to just like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and definitely comment. Let us know where you're at. So some housekeeping before we start. Want to give a thank you to our newest Patreon supporter and good friend of the show and us, Scott Lost, for his cleanup hitter level of our Patreon. You can check him out at accidentalaliens.com. He has some big stuff coming up. Patreon super supporter Rachel Elnar. She is on the power hitter level. Also, Cowboy Jack Durango, also on the power hitter level. Is he in the comments? I don't see him yet.
I don't see him yet.
No. He's probably...
He got blackout drunk already.
Oh, no.
Well, let's hope he stumbles here and gets in on this goodness.
He's good at the stumbling.
Yes, yeah, he's got that perfected. If you would like to become a Patreon supporter and support our efforts here at the Beer Baseball Blog, please go to our Patreon page. It is patreon.com/beerbaseball. You can also support us by buying our custom stickers, buttons, magnets, and beer coasters on our Etsy page. Search Beer Baseball, all one word. And here is the lineup card for today. Batting leadoff, he is the VP of Content Development here at the Beer Baseball Blog. Angelo Trinidad, welcome.
Hey, everyone. Hey, Michael. Hey, Kevin. Thank you guys for tuning in for episode 53. And thank you guys for tuning in to our 1 year anniversary gala last week. What a ton of fun we had. We had the surprise run-in with the Hollywood Squares edition with Cowboy Jack, which was super fun. And what a great show last week, and looking to carry that momentum over into now year 2.
Absolutely. Next, he is the field correspondent and senior research analyst here at the Beer Baseball Blog, Kevin Lyon.
Good evening, everyone. Now, here we go. The second year. People are going to say, are they going to hit a sophomore slump? No, we're not going to do that.
No.
We're not going to be Kevin Moss after the 1990 season. We're going to be more like Dave Justice after the 1990 season. That's what Michael Mondragon and Top Gun Talwar, if he's out there.
Very nicely done, yeah. And we have too many good things planned for this year to go into a sophomore slump. Again, I'm Michael Mondragon, and today is a very special day for a couple reasons. Our 53rd episode, of course, but it is minor league opening day. So we definitely want to let everyone know about this. For reference, the last minor league game was actually on September 17th, 2019. The Sacramento Rivercats beat the Columbus Clippers 4-0 at AutoZone Park in Memphis, Tennessee. They won the AAA National Championship. Who knew there wouldn't be a 2020 season? And only now. Oh, look at this. Vancouver Canadians. Switching it up.
I realized they didn't have a minor league team thing on. I'm like, because unfortunately the Burlington Bees aren't around anymore.
That's right.
Like, I need something. So I reached and got this really quick.
Yeah, speaking of which, there are now 120 teams, down from 160. There are 11 newly named leagues comprised of 4 levels of play. I was telling Angelo before the broadcast, we were looking at the way it was all laid out. It's all nice now. Before it was like a mess. And that's what I loved about it. It was a mess. And there's a Frontier League, the Pioneer League, the Atlantic League. There's so many of them. Now it's all very streamlined, which I guess in looking at it from top level, it's probably good. But I miss that kind of it's the minor leagues. It's seedy. It's supposed to be seedy.
Yeah. Well, one interesting thing is going to be, the Vancouver Canadians are in the Northwest League, which has always been a half season. Their season would start in June and go through September. And now they're actually a higher ranked. So California League is A advanced. It's a higher level of those A level ball players. So now they're lower A, and the Northwest League went from rookie ball to full season high A. Now here's the problem. How's the weather in the Northwest this time of year? I'm waiting to see how many games are going to get rained out. Luckily they started in May, so maybe be a little better, but that's going to be interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah, that's always an issue. And it happens in Major League Baseball. They go from Arizona and Florida, and then they get Detroit, the first week, they're playing in snow.
Snow. Yeah. It's snow games. That's nuts.
Yeah.
And usually minor leagues start about a week after the regular season, early to mid-April.
Yeah.
So we'll see how different it's going to be. And I'm curious too, how late the season's going to go, because usually they go till end of August, early September, then go right into the playoffs.
Yeah, and some of the rookie leagues, there were short seasons, as you mentioned, and it's going to be very interesting this year. This is going to be an unprecedented year for sure, and a lot of the top prospects actually will go to another league eventually, where they're all playing and kind of be showcased. So that'll be an interesting thing too. So definitely. Support the minor leagues. You can go to MILB.com, find your favorite team, find their affiliate, and support them. I think it's going to be really cool. And we're going to have a lot more discussions about this.
Yeah.
The major leagues has a lot of play and stuff like that. The minor leagues doesn't get its due. And we're going to do some stuff around the minor leagues.
Or just look where you live. You might have a team that's not that far from you too, I think there's, a couple teams have been an hour of me, and I'm like, okay, well, the close one may be a Dodger affiliate, but I'm like, still, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, it's a good experience for baseball.
Yeah, and there's a thing, if you look on our social media, if you look especially on our Twitter page, I shared something, so it depending on what county you're in the United States, you can actually have the team that's kind of closest to you. So there's I think it was a couple days ago, if not yesterday. And so that was pretty cool. And so there's a lot more than you would expect. I wanted to make mention. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, yeah, not only I was going to say you're going to make mention to your hat and your shirt. Not only do we represent minor league baseball and the gear that we wear on the Beer Baseball blog and the Beer Baseball Blogcast, but we will be represented in person next Friday, May 14th, as I will be attending the Nashville Sounds versus the Memphis Redbirds in Nashville, Tennessee next Friday night. So
that's super exciting.
So I'm super excited to get back into the ballpark. And I'll be doing a vlog on the experience as well. So stay tuned for that.
Oh,
yeah. And you said it was 100% capacity, correct?
That's going to be the first game where they've opened it up to 100% capacity.
Wow.
And it's one of those stadiums that has the outdoor grass area. It's called the berm in some stadiums. Because when I went on a game, I kind of went last minute and I couldn't even get tickets. We had to sit out on the grass. So I'm wondering how that's going to be with that area all spaced out too.
Yeah, there wasn't.
I know it's a good amount of people.
Yeah, there weren't very many seats left because I got them directly from Ticketmaster. There's a bunch on the secondary market, but we got seats out in left field, kind of where you would where the Mike Trout section is at Angel Stadium, on that corner. I know, so not the best visibility or sideline, but hey, they were $15. We're in the stadium.
That's not wow. That's pretty fair.
Yeah, and
play ball. That's pretty good.
And that is actually one of my hacks for what I do for spring training and for minor league games. I always buy the least amount ticket just to get in the building. But I never sit, especially if it's at a new stadium that I go to, because I walk around a lot, and I try to get out every vantage point. I try to definitely record everything. But then by the end of the game, you can just walk behind the plate, basically, because everybody leaves.
That could be different now, though.
It probably will be different now. Everything has probably changed, and I've probably given away trade secrets.
Well, it might be a few years before you get to use those trade secrets. And not to trump Angelo, but I told him I actually got a free ticket for tomorrow's Angels versus Rays game, so I'm actually going to a game tomorrow. Wish me luck on that.
Nice.
Oh my God, it's free. I'll go.
No, you'll be good.
But here's why it's good. I just got to know Ohtani's pitching tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
There we go.
I'm like,
awesome.
That's interesting.
I'm like, heck yeah. All right, that makes it worth it for free. I'll go.
Yeah, that's definitely super cool. All right, so let's get back into it. So today is also, May the 4th be with you. We definitely want to make mention of Star Wars and its association to baseball. If you notice, Major League Baseball, but also Minor League Baseball has definitely embraced Star Wars quite a bit in everything that they do. But I wanted to actually take it a little step further, and let's look at some names that are kind of Star Wars related.
Sweet.
We got Luke Walker playing for the Pittsburgh Pirates here. This is early 70s. I also like Tsuyoshi Yoda, the manager of the Chunichi Dragons. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yep.
And actually, I actually had some other pictures too. He was actually a pitcher earlier in his career. So I thought that was pretty cool. We also have Sebastian Vader, a pitcher. I don't think he ever made it to the major leagues. But then Kyle Ren, very close to Kylo Ren.
That is bravo.
That's so good.
Wow.
So,
I don't know what team that is. The what?
The Hillcats, the Harrisburg Hillcats, I think, in the
Maybe
Carolina
I don't know,
League.
but that team, I don't know that team's around anymore. I mean, 2014.
I don't think so.
Carolina League's like single A. Actually, I don't know Carolina. Is Carolina League even? Oh, I'm thinking the Appalachian League is a new league.
Right.
You talking about the new league earlier.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then, if you want to break it down to some other, let's take 3 players and make it a Star Wars character. We got Luke Voigt, we got Sky Bolt, and we got Walker Bueller. So yeah, Luke Skywalker. So there you go. That is that's what I did over this weekend, trying to figure out all this Star Wars stuff. Just for you.
If it was basketball, we'd be doing Kenny Skywalker.
That's it. There's a lot of that. It's so much fun, and there's all these great names in there. Actually, I remember seeing Sky Bolt because that was one of my great names in baseball. I think he plays, if I'm not mistaken, he plays for the in the Giants organization now. Okay. So still staying in the Bay Area. So Sky Bolt. It's one of those great baseball names.
I always pop when I get his card. When I was getting a card of his or see him somewhere, like, oh, that guy's got to be a star with that name.
Exactly.
How can you not root for Seth Beer?
Seth Beer, Sky Bolt, Brock Deathrage.
That's one of my favorite ones. Yeah.
And Ryan Mountcastle, who's actually on the Orioles right now. It's a great name. It always reminds me of like Thurston Howell III. Ryan Mountcastle. Just a great name.
It's like a rich wrestling gimmick, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right, exactly.
A wrestler out of that name, like, oh, this guy's gonna be a pompous person.
An aristocrat, for sure.
Yeah.
I also want to make mention of the Kukuis, the Inland Empire, right?
Empire 66ers.
That's right. And the Charleston River Dogs.
Yeah.
So I haven't worn this shirt ever on the show, actually, I think.
Right on.
But yeah, definitely want to represent the minor leagues here. All right, so let's go into what are you drinking tonight? Angelo, Trinidad, you were up first.
All right, so tonight I am drinking for the first time from Left Coast Brewing Company out of San Clemente, California, the Una Mas Amber Lager. And I'm not really the biggest fan of amber ales, but I was looking for some. I was actually trying to find a Mexican-style lager I've never tried since tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. But I saw the name of this, and I was like, hey, that kind of goes hand in hand, and it's actually not that bad. So, again, I'm not a huge fan of amber lagers, but this one's 5%, 5.8% ABV, with a 25 IBU, so low IBU, so not very bitter, and it's very crisp, and there's a lot of citrus flavors in it. So Unamas I will have.
Yeah, nice. And I, if I'm not mistaken, on the back of it, it says it's a gold. Did it win at the beer festival in Denver potentially?
San Diego Beer Festival.
San Diego
International Beer Festival.
There you go. So you have an award winner there. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Left Coast. Now you're going to sound like a broken record here. The Kevin Lyon going with a very familiar beer here.
Well, I mean, not beer, but the brewery. I was like,
brewery.
If I would have thought about it, I would have looked for like a Star Wars beer or a Cinco de Mayo beer, and I'm like, what in the fridge? Oh, great! I'm a homer.
I want to know all about these Radiant beers because they're so good.
I'm a homer. So I walked over, but this one I thought was weird because that's something I've never heard of before. So this is called Sounds Fantastic. The reason why it's spelled like that is because this is a hazy IPA. Look at that haze.
Ooh.
There's the haze for you.
Yum.
It's a 7%er, but it says here it's brewed with what's called Phantasm powder. And I'm like, what is that? What is Phantasm powder? So I got to find out something on this. What I found out about it is, it's a powder which is freeze dried Sauvignon Blanc grape skins.
Wow!
And it's from Marlborough, New Zealand.
Oh my gosh!
And they
how
get
cool!
these grape skins, they put into a powder, and it's put into the beer to kind of enhance. It's like enhance the beer.
I need that.
It's nothing to do with it. Helps enhance the hops, I guess, and all that. And I was like, this is really interesting. Okay, I'll try it. Maybe I was gonna try it anyway. Why not? Radiant's been a great brewery that's come out this year.
Yeah. Oh my God. Just when I thought I've heard everything about beers and all this other stuff, but it just takes it to another level. That is awesome.
Yeah. And looking it up, it's like, I'm guessing whoever makes this powder, only there's not a lot of breweries, but I guess some breweries have been able to get this and be able to just experiment with it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even like a really well thing. Like I said, I'd never heard of it. That's why I was intrigued to try it. So I'm like,
actually,
okay.
that because Sauvignon Blanc is one of my favorite wines, mainly because you could drink a lot of it because it's so light. So it actually makes sense to pair that with a hazy IPA because you kind of get that that lighter type of. It's not as heavy as a traditional IPA, so I could see where that makes sense. Look at me talking about beer like I know what I'm talking about.
You. Wow.
But,
and it says it has smells of pineapple, the Sauvignon Blanc, honeysuckle, and kaffir lime zest, along with notes of melon, white tea, and tropical fruit. But it's not like super sweet beer.
I'm very jealous right now, Kevin. That sounds amazing.
Sorry. It's you can get up there. They're open. They're open 5 days a week. Sorry.
And as you, I think the beer that I had last week had New Zealand hops as well. So continuing the New Zealand, definitely the motif there. That's awesome. I can't wait to try that one and get out there and Radiant. Put it in. I'm glad that you're almost like the spokesperson for Radiant at this point.
Well, I am for this show. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
it wasn't. If I didn't enjoy the beer so much, I wouldn't be doing it. Sure, I'm a homer, but that's fine. I can be a homer for this.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and Doc and Daryl like the Phantasm powder.
Yep. Yep.
They Mr. Soup in the house, definitely.
Hang on.
Yeah. All right, so my beer tonight is from Claremont Craft Ales. It is the Pepper and Peaches IPA. Now, this probably you're looking at it and you're like, what? And that's exactly what I said as well. I remember, I think I remember trying this, this would have been a couple years ago. And one of the things about it was that I think I drank it out of the can. And when I did that, it had a much different taste to it. I don't think I was, this one definitely deserves to be, enjoyed out of a glass. Long story short, the peaches, I mean, you can smell it, and it's probably the most peach smelling beer I've ever had. it smells like someone dipped a peach in here. But when you taste it, it does have that little bit of a peppery taste to it, which might throw some people off. But it actually finishes really great. And as I'm looking at it, it's 6.7 ABV and 60 IBU. So it's one of those beers that if you are not kind of up to this speed, you would think this is the most terrible beer you've probably ever had in your life, because it just hits you so hard. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty experienced in drinking craft beers and had a variety of craft beers. And this one is still an adjustment. But what I found out was the more I drink it, the more I like it.
Yeah.
And I think that is one of the things too. Yeah. And
I laugh because I had a similar experience, because same as you, I saw this a couple years ago. I'm like, what is this? I got to try it. And I don't remember if I poured it in a glass, but I remember I was kind of like, I was a little mixed on it. But hearing you putting it over now a couple years later, when I've definitely more craft beers now, and like just pour it in a glass and just experience it a little better, I probably would like it more now. I didn't say I hated it. I just was like, well, this is weird.
Yeah, and awkwardly tasteful is a perfect way to explain it. Yeah. One of the things that I enjoy, and this, by the way, this Ryan might enjoy this, because Claremont is actually out by Upland of where he's at. So like whenever I go out there, I go to like Last Name Brewing, or there's one called Rock Brewing. There's Claremont.
I wonder if this is in downtown by like Rhino Records, if that's still there.
It's actually just south. It's actually just south of that. Okay. So, it's actually right over by Last Name. If you know that area where Last Name Brewing is, it used to be Dale Brothers Brewing, and so I went there, and I actually know Claremont from, there's a place called the Meat Cellar, and it's one of the greatest like meat experiences ever if you ever get a chance to go out there. But they actually had, I think it's called the Jacaranda IPA, and that's what the first Claremont beer I ever had. It was there, and they're like, oh, this is actually a brewery that's very close to here. I actually went there, and then when you actually have beers at the brewery, it changes your perspective on the canned stuff, because you might get it aged, and also it doesn't keep as well in the canned stuff like that. So definitely, I'm a big proponent of going and trying their tasters at a brewery, and learning about kind of the beers that they're actually really good at. But I did.
Hey, you do that again now.
Yeah, and I just saw that breweries are actually they extend it, at least in LA, they're extending the hours of the breweries, so that's good news. So I definitely wanted to go into the chat and see everyone that's here. Bubble Pug, right on it. Hi. She is right on it. Actually, she's a Brewer fan, so I expect her to be here now. When she's not, I'm actually gonna. Yeah. Daily Sports Talk made it this week. Thank you so much. Kevin Lyon in the chat, also on the show. Nicely done.
No, that's Taro. That's not me.
Oh, excuse me. Kayfabe. David, thank you for joining. Cowboy Jack Durango. Yes, still. Are you sure it's from last week, or it could be this week? He's always. He's always he has a perpetual hangover. Actually, and this is exciting news. Look at this. My brother Adam is actually watching, and I told him he better comment, and he does. Thank you so much for joining, my brother Adam. My brother Adam is a twin, but not of me. He's actually a twin to my other brother, Bob. So, I have twin brothers, but not to me. 4 years younger. Yes, Daily Sports Talk, we said. Mr. Soup in the chat.
Hold on, New Hampshire Fisher Cats? Wow. All right.
Yes. Where did
hey, kayfabe that, Jack. No one knows what we're talking about. Kayfabe. Don't worry, I am.
Yes, the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. God, when would we ever get that way nowadays? It might be a couple of years. But we will make it.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's our plan to get out there.
And check out Andrew at Daily Sports Talk. He just posted a new video on his YouTube channel a couple days ago, a NFL draft recap. So check it out, and you'll hear his thoughts on the New England Patriots taking Mac Jones in the first round. So
nice, and we have somebody who will chauffeur us around. He might show us around. He might not chauffeur us around.
I don't know. He told last I talked to him, he was close to getting his driver's license. So we'll see. Maybe by the time we get out there, he'll have it. Look at Michael. Goes from show around to he'll drive us around, right?
Yes, that's right. That's right. At least show us the hot spots in the town. All right, so let's do it. Let's go for this day in baseball history for May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Whoa!
It's not always you can put a Jawa with a baseball on there, so I'll take every chance. May 4th, 1871, Bill Lennon becomes the first catcher to throw a runner out trying to steal second. The Fort Wayne, let's see if I can say this, Kekiangas backstop accomplishes the feat in the seventh inning of the very first Major League game ever played. How about that?
Wow.
So when I was doing the research on this, it shows right here, it has this monument. I definitely want to seek this monument out, I guess in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I wonder if Mark Viquez has ever made it out there. I know that he's from Ballpark.
Who knows how close that is to there.
Oh, that's true.
What a momentous occasion. We talked about May the 4th. It's Star Wars Day. Opening day for minor league baseball, but who knew it would be the 150th anniversary of the first live baseball game Kevin Lyon attended?
That's yes. Yeah, I believe. How about this? He even saw batting practice.
Kevin, you are an ageless wonder, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'll show you where it is, guys. I definitely have a vague recollection of where it is.
Some of your empties are still there, I think. May 4th, 1919, a standing room only crowd attends the first ever Major League game played on a Sunday in Brooklyn. Why is that historic? The Ebbets Field contest, in which the Dodgers beat the Braves 6-2, was made possible when New York legislature passed the Sunday baseball bill into law. At one point, you couldn't see baseball on a Sunday. That is insane. That is incredible. I
wonder if they maybe weren't allowed to play games at all on a Sunday in New York. I guess Sunday's church day. It would. It's the Lord's Day, and but. Hey, now they play baseball at 1 p.m. every Sunday, right? Yeah. Interesting. And I thought that was, 1919. Very interesting. May 4th, 1954, in a contest delayed by 12 minutes by snow, the Braves, thanks to Warren Spahn's 6-hitter, move out of last place when the team beats the Pirates and former teammate Max Sercant 6-1. The reported temperature in Milwaukee dropped to 37 degrees during the game.
Wow.
Holy cow. Oh my God. But I've never heard of it being, I guess some stuff has been delayed by snow, but they would just not play the game.
Delayed to snow? What do you do to, the snow just dropped for 10 minutes and they're good?
Yeah.
By the 50s, sure, you just pull the tarp out. I'm like, okay, but how's that grass?
Right. And the snow's all white, so it would make the green, the green grass white. But this is where Charlie Finley was trying to get that orange baseball going.
Exactly. And I wish we didn't get a chance to talk about that. We were talking about the other colorful stuff that he was doing with Brock Hudson.
Yes. May 4th, 1966, in a 6-1 victory over LA at Candlestick Park, Willie Mays becomes the all-time National League home run leader when he strokes his 512th career round tripper off Dodger starter Claude Osteen. The San Francisco center fielder passes another giant, breaking the mark established by Mel Ott in 1946.
Oh, I was going to guess it. I'm like, oh, never mind.
Well, yeah, definitely. Step I say I know who it is, and that would have been very impressive. Yeah, Mel Ott, very underappreciated for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't get a lot of TV time, so a lot of people don't remember him.
He barely got radio time, I think.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. May 4th, 1969, at the Astrodome, Houston sets a National League record, turning 7 double plays against the Giants, with first baseman Kurt Blafrey, there we go, it's BL, so that threw me off, taking part in all of them. The abundance of double plays helps the Astros win the game 3-1. 7 double plays. Unbelievable. May 4th, 1970, with the third inning RBI single in the Braves' 5-3 victory over Pittsburgh, Rico Carty establishes an Atlanta team record by getting a hit in his 23rd consecutive game. The 30-year-old left fielder, who hasn't had a hitless game since opening day, will win the National League batting title with a .366 average.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I remember hearing about Rico Carty, but I not much after this.
I didn't remember him being that good of a hitter. I was like, looking at the picture, like, I don't recognize this guy. I can't not look at that logo on the shoulder, though.
So good. So good.
That mad brave. I was like, whoa.
I don't think I've ever seen that. And that's why I use that. Exactly.
So canceled.
Yes. I love that uniform. It's so good.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to throw this back to probably maybe our first or either our pilot episode or our first episode ever. May 4th, 1975, in the team's 8-6 loss to the Giants, a lot of Giants in here, at Candlestick Park, the Astros' Bob Watson scores the Major League's 1 millionth run, winning $10,000 and 1 million Tootsie Rolls provided by the event sponsor. The Houston first baseman crosses the plate on Milt May's homer just seconds ahead of the Reds' Dave Concepcion to earn the distinction to a teammate's awareness of the situation from a clubhouse TV, alerting the trotting base runner to run home at full speed. I don't believe any of this. This is the 70s. Yeah. And they are not getting the television. I can't believe this, but yeah, I don't think so either.
Weekend, maybe that's the NBC game of the week. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't believe that. And in fact, we even kind of established back then that this may not even be the 1 millionth run.
Right. I saw the first one back at that game in Indiana. I can tell you, I saw the first one.
That's right. And who knew that they would have the 1 millionth? Now I want you. I don't think you'll be able to name the guy from the second to the left. I think it's a Tootsie Roll guy. But
that's why.
Can you name the rest of the other three? So on the left is.
I know the man on the left. That's that one I definitely know.
Okay. Angelo, who is the man on the left?
I don't know.
You might recognize his statue.
Yes. It is a very bad statue to the west of Busch Stadium.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember us talking about that. Okay.
Yes. So Stan Musial. All right. Who is second to the right?
Gosh, that one I'm like, I don't know what he's looking at. I like how they're all looking at different cameras.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's multiple cameramen taking this picture.
Yeah.
So,
who are the Cardinals' rivals?
Well, the Cubs.
Closest, the Cubs. Who's on the Cubs? Who's Mr. Cub?
I mean, that's not Ernie Banks, though, is it?
That is Ernie Banks.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Now, if anybody, and I want to know, even in the comments, if anybody knows who the guy on the right is. Now, I didn't know this either, but I only know because I did the research.
You know who the person is.
I do know who the person is. Actually, pretty famous in baseball circles.
All right, I have a crazy guess then.
Wow. Angelo,
Marvin
any
Miller.
Guess? Sorry?
That's my guess. Marvin Miller.
Marvin Miller. That is a good
random famous executive from that period.
That is a very random guess, but a very good guess. but not it. Angelo, any guess?
No guesses.
It is Ralph Branca.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Ralph Branca, most known for being the unfortunate pitcher to throw the shot heard around the world.
That's right. So
why was it Ralph Branca in this?
I have no idea. That's so awesome about it.
He must have been stocking Tootsie Roll. Who knows?
But it's a button. They all have buttons, but he's actually doing a pincher's grip on the button. That's great.
Yes, exactly. I don't
know who the stoned guy is in the tie. I mean, is he a Tootsie Roll executive? Is that who you figure that is?
That's the only thing I can figure out.
Okay. I just want to know if Ralph Branca's there, but okay.
May 4th, 1984, Dave Kingman's 180-foot pop-up enters a drainage valve located in the Metrodome roof, and much to the surprise of the Twins infielders waiting to make the catch, the ball doesn't drop back into play. The A's slugger is credited with a ground rule double, and the ball will stay in the lining of the dome until, it says until tomorrow, but I think it came out the next day.
King Kong does it again.
King Kong, yes, absolutely. May 4th, 1985, Baltimore's Cal Ripken, en route to baseball's all-time mark for consecutive games played, breaks Brooke Robinson club record when he plays in his 464th straight contest. The Orioles shortstop marks the occasion by hitting a double and home run in the Orioles' 8-6 loss to Minnesota, also at the Metrodome. A lot of Metrodome and a lot of San Francisco Giants in this one.
Yeah.
May 4th, 1991, at Shea Stadium, Mackey Sasser and Mark Carrion, the first two batters in the ninth inning, both go deep as pinch hitters off Jeff Brantley to tie the score at 2 runs apiece in the Mets' eventual 4-2 victory over San Francisco in 12 innings. Giants again.
Brantley, I'm like, great, Giants again.
Yeah. It is the first time in the 30-year history of the franchise that 2 pinch hitters have hit back-to-back round trippers. And I was trying to think, I don't remember. This is a very 80s, 90s thing, possibly earlier. I don't ever remember recently 2 pinch hitters in a row. Yeah, usually it's for a defensive switch.
Yeah,
that's very odd.
And this is the guy you would use Mackey Sasser as a pinch hitter.
Yeah, it's super weird.
Like you know what it might have been. The only thing I can think of, maybe Mackey was going to replace the catcher in the game, and then they're going to take the pitcher out, so we'll have Carrion bat for the pitcher.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I can think of. We'd have to look at that box score.
Yeah, what were you going to say, Angelo?
No, I was going to say, I don't even remember what I just said anyway.
May 4th, 2007, in the second inning of Chase Field's matchup of first baseman Julio Franco against Diamondback fireballer Randy Johnson marks the oldest hitter-pitcher confrontation in big league history. With a mere 92-plus years of age between them, the nearly 49-year-old goes deep off the southpaw, who is 4 months shy of 44, to extend his record as the oldest player to homer. With his 9th inning swipe of second, becomes the oldest to steal a base. Julio Franco, everyone. Love baseball, right?
That's this right. He's like a friend of the show. We talk about him a lot.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Him and Steve Balkowski. You know.
Yes. Yeah, Bartolo Colon.
Blomberg is a friend of the show at this point. You know.
Phil Necro. Right. Yeah, Bob Watson. Unfortunately he's passed away, but he would be on the show. Speaking of old guys, I can't believe I actually call him an old guy at this point.
Me? Oh, this
May 4th, 2018, Angels first baseman Albert Pujols records his 3,000th career hit when he singles off Mike Leake in the 5th inning of the team's 5-0 victory over the Mariners at Safeco Field. The historic safety ties the 10-time All-Stars Roberto Clemente for 31st on baseball all-time hit list. He also passed with his second hit later in the contest. It seems like yesterday.
Yeah.
And I remember Angela, and I think we were all 3 at games right before this.
Yeah, the games leading up to when we thought he was gonna hit it, because I think he went on. He was at 2000, so this was Seattle. So the series before was at home. He went hitless the 3 games at home prior to this.
Right.
To this game.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that was, oh my God, I was like, he's not going to do it here, which would have been so cool to see that. And but I do have this. Kevin Lyon got. Didn't you get this from someone? And I remember you getting this from someone.
A family at my work. Because there'd be like a family of 5, and they're like,
we all get the 500.
Stuff, so... Yeah, there you go.
That is awesome.
See, I wasn't prepared. I'm like, I have nothing. Just sorry. I got my gimmick for later, and I'm like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's funny because it would have been awesome had we been there, because I was there the year prior when he hit 600 home runs.
Right.
Yeah, so it would have been cool to see 3,000. And then funny story behind that 500 bobblehead. So that was the year that I had season tickets to the Angels in 2014 when they did that promo night. And because he hit 500 like in the middle of the season, it was just a random Wednesday night game that I had on sale that I had put on sale on StubHub. Then they changed it to the bobblehead night. So I wondered, like as soon as they changed it, it sold. And then I looked for it. So then I looked and I canceled the sale, and I had to give the guy his money back plus like a percentage penalty fee that I paid so I can go get that bobblehead.
Wow.
Yeah.
So much drama.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, I'll make you discuss it. Michael knows about this, but I don't think you know, Angelo. There was a game we went to, me and a couple friends I went to about 2 or 3 years ago. It was an Ohtani bobblehead giveaway. And we get in the park, we have our bobblehead. I go to the men's restaurant on the top level. I see 3 boxes of this bobblehead. I'm like, what? They got to take them out of the box. I look, literally 3 bobbleheads of Ohtani just thrown away in the trash can. And I'm like, I'll dig through a bathroom trash can for this. And just took them out. They were totally fine. All the boxes and everything. I'm like, this is so weird. I think I gave Michael one.
You did.
Yeah, I've never had that happen for a bobblehead night, but I can't tell you the countless number of Angels wall calendars I found.
Oh yeah, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck? Don't you know you can go on eBay and probably sell for a pretty good amount if you wanted?
Yeah. All right, so let's do it. This is Baseball Card Pack Wars. Here are the standings. Now, I made a really terrible error last week when I decided to make for our anniversary episode. Yeah, every round was the first 2 rounds were 13 each, and then 26. I thought that somebody that we could have split that, but instead, Kevin somehow is now 500. It actually pulled him up to 500. So we are lacking. So we will definitely get creative with this. Here are the Baseball Card Pack Wars rules. We're just looking for high card, looking for autographs, relics. We'll walk you through it. We all drink when we get the Brewers card, and Cowboy Jack Durango drinks incessantly, profusely.
After every card.
Yes, and vigorously.
And then, I got a hangover.
All right, so Kevin, since you are the leader in the clubhouse,
I'm Mr. 500. All right, we're gonna start with 2021 opening day. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, it looks like the NLE standard. That's for darn sure.
Very good. All right, let's see here. We're gonna start off with Clayton Kershaw,
who had a terrible game today. If anybody saw it, did anybody see that game today? What? Clayton Kershaw had a terrible game today.
Oh no, I didn't yet. Sorry. Kyle Schwarber. We're talking about current baseball. What?
Yes, yes, we did.
Future stars: Jose Urquidy, Jesus Sanchez, Bryce Harper, Anthony Rendon. And Legends of Baseball, guy definitely saw plenty of times in the 10s and 20s and 30s. Mr. Babe Ruth.
You saw him on the Red Sox, I remember. You said that this kid's got moxie.
Yeah.
All right, Angelo, you're up.
All right. Opening day. Nothing like ripping open a fresh pack. All right. We're going to kick things off with Brandon Nemo. Santiago Espinal. We have Ryan Yarbrough. Miguel Sano. Rookie card of Leody Taveras. We have Glaber Day. And we have 2021 opening day Philadelphia Phillies. Shout out Big Duke.
Nice. And I want to shout out your baseballism. If this was the red carpet, I'd be like, oh, what are you wearing, Angelo? And you're wearing all baseballism. And my goal is to have baseballism as not either a sponsor or we're gonna get something done with them. That's my ultimate goal with what we do. But yeah, I love all your stuff.
Thanks.
All right, let's do it. Opening day. Tyler Glasnow.
I like the AMSR there.
What's that?
Very good AMSR opening that pack to the microphone.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you.
Mauricio Dubon. John Lester. Max Kepler. Rogned Odor. Rangers here, but actually with the Yankees now. Matt Olson. And the opening day, I got the same card, that Philadelphia Phillies. Shout out to Big Duke.
Awesome. That's awesome.
All right. So, Kevin, your high card is?
My high card is Jesus Sanchez, number 180.
Ooh. Ooh.
I have
Ow.
Ryan Yarbrough, 203.
Ooh.
All right.
That's going to be tough to beat, but
Uh-oh.
I can do it with 215.
Nice.
Matt Olson, 215.
Hey, as long as it's not Kevin.
I know. We got a lot of ground to make up.
Oh, great. My percentage has dropped below 500. Wow.
All right, so let's do 2021 Heritage Baseball. Looking for the high card. Awesome. I love this. A rookie who's hurt right now, Cabrian Hayes.
Nice.
In Acción.
Action.
Luis Severino. Another in-action card. This is Nate Pearson. This is cool because did we talk about this before? There's the Trout.
Oh yeah, I think the first week.
Trout puzzle on the back of the in-action.
What is that?
Yeah. Thairo Estrada. I don't think I've ever heard of this guy. Another. Oh my God! This is Luis Robert. Unfortunately, out for an extended amount of time. That was really unfortunate to see.
And that's the second player of the White Sox that, like, Eloy Jimenez is out for a few months too.
Right. Chris Taylor, the fourth member of Duran Duran.
There you go.
Nobody will get that joke.
I do. It's fine.
All right.
Maybe your brother will.
Yes. Yeah, he might. Actually, there's a Taylor. Yeah, forget it. Flashbacks 1972. Pioneer 10 spacecraft launched. Wow.
Yeah.
This is cool. This is kind of like the yeah.
You didn't watch it? I went to the blast off.
That's cool. This is like the Gypsy Queen.
Yeah.
Where they put those in there.
Which, yeah, if you follow Angelo on Facebook, I saw he opened up some 2020 Gypsy. I'm sorry, I was thinking of Alan and Ginter. Sorry.
Yes, Alan Ginter is another one.
Blew my plug for you.
Adam Engel, and we haven't got a brewer yet, but we have now Orlando Arcia, Brewers. All right, so Angelo, you get to go next.
All right.
See, there was Roger Taylor, there was Andy Taylor.
All right. Kicking things off, Brewer, Keston here.
Oh, geez. Uh-oh. There we go.
Getting peachy and peppery.
Make up the lost time. There we go.
We have following it up with Matt Chapman in action, followed by Freddie Freeman in action. We have Justice Sheffield from the Mariners. We have another Taylor, Michael Taylor.
Yeah.
There you go. How many Taylors are there?
We have Alex Bregman, Zach Greinke, Jaime Barea, and we have 2021 rookie stars on the Rockies, Ryan Castellani and Ashton Goudeau.
Okay, awesome. All right, Kevin, you're up.
All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, sorry. I should do it close to my mic.
Ooh.
Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. All right, we're going in here with Victor Reyes, Joey Votto in action.
Yeah,
Like, he can be a good action film star, you know.
that's good. Yes.
All right, we have the 2020 National League strikeout leaders, Jacob deGrom, Trevor Bauer, and Aaron Nola. Unfortunately, no Brewers there. We have Casey Mize in action.
Yep.
Donovan Solano. We have here 2021 rookie stars, National League. Not Wilson Contreras, William Contreras,
Yeah.
and Tyler Stevenson.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any relation there or not. I have to.
I don't know.
I'm going to do my research while I'm sitting here doing this.
Yes.
New Age Performers card of Luke Voigt.
Oh,
I believe that is an insert from this set.
that's right.
2020 World Series Game 5. Right there with that guy, Kirsch. And unfortunately, a man who no longer is in baseball for the Angels, Ty Buttrey.
Oh, that's right.
He decided to walk away from baseball right around the time the season started.
Arias and Tobias, there is a relation.
There you go. I figured he would know. He's the Braves fan here.
Well,
Thank
he
you.
also says the Braves love losers.
Wow. All right, then.
So my high card is my Luis Severino, which is 383.
Oh, jeez.
Is that right? 383. Yeah, there you go. Angelo.
My Zach Greinke,
Yeah.
423.
Wow. Angelo.
Oh,
Don't do it.
Oh,
Kevin,
you guys.
don't do it.
you poor suckers. Did you have to face me in there? You
Are you
poor,
ser-
poor suckers.
Are you serious? Stop it.
Victor Reyes, 256.
Below average, Kevin Lyon.
Eh,
Angelo on the board.
Yes.
It's all right. I win
And-
this one at 500.
And gets to pick the stipulations for our wild card. Nicely done.
All right. So we're doing 91, right?
Yep.
So let's do, in honor of the 91 reference with the two pinch hitters back to back, let's do NL East.
Okay.
NL East.
Now, one thing I need to check, Michael Mondragon. Oh, this is pre-NL Central, so we definitely have different teams in the NL
so
East.
this is 91 NL Central or in NL East.
NL East. The NL Central does not exist then, I don't believe.
Yes.
So I'm going to look up the 1991 NL East standings for you
Perfect.
while he's opening up that pack.
The gum is in one piece.
Oh,
Nice.
mine's not. I know that already. Feeling it.
All right.
Yes, Kevin back to 500 with that loss.
So instant win.
All right.
All right. So Chicago White Sox, Melito Perez. Detroit Tigers, Chet Lemon.
Nice.
New York Mets, Greg Jeffries. We got one on the board.
There you go.
There
I
you
think
go.
this is the run we saw last week of these cards. I remember Chet Lemon and Greg Jeffries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
have a
it
similar
is
reason.
because I got Terry Steinbach.
There you go.
We have another White Sox, Barry Jones. Another
Of
athletic.
all the photos, can you go back to that card, please? The
I know.
best photo they can get of him is him wiping himself off.
Yeah.
Come on. Jeez.
Mike Gallego. Is this NL East? Expos?
What team?
Expos?
Yes, it is.
It is.
That's why I had it ready. I was going to tell you the teams. We just started opening them up. So
John Shelby, the Tigers.
I don't remember being a Tiger. He was an Oriole and a Dodger, but okay.
Tim Leary.
Timothy Leary.
That's not the Tim Leary I know.
That's the LSD guy, right?
Yeah, it's the LSD guy in the CIA, right? Yeah. Again,
We got-
Michael and I. That's it. No one else
We
can know
got
what we're talking
from the
about.
Astros.
That's okay.
Astros, Xavier Hernandez.
Unfortunately for you, NL West back
NL
then.
West.
Yeah, that's right.
Kevin Bass.
Yeah.
I think this is NL East because there was no Central. Cincinnati Reds.
Cincinnati Reds were on the NL West back then.
That's right. Yeah.
And mind
Okay.
you, Billy Hatcher was your defending World Series MVP when this set came out.
That's crazy.
He was your MVP in the 1990 World Series.
That's right.
We have a manager from the Kansas City Royals, John Wathan.
Oh, John Wathan. Okay, I was like, it's not Dick Hauser? Gosh.
Boston Red Sox, Joe Hesketh.
Hesketh. Okay,
Wow.
I know. All-star package.
And Yankees manager Stump Merrill.
Wow. That's a great name.
He had to be fired by the end of the season.
Yeah.
So wait, after
Right.
all that, you got what?
Two.
One? Oh,
Two.
two. You got two. You got Met and an Expo.
Met and Expo.
All right.
Ooh,
So
this is gonna be hard.
we're looking for Pirates, Cardinals, Phillies, Cubs, Mets, and Expos. It's only
That's
16
right, they
leagues
were-
back then.
The Cardinals were in the East back then.
Yep.
That's insane.
Even then, oh, look at my poor gum. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Kevin going for,
I did it last week, and to quote Tiano Park, I had really bad diarrhea. So
that's a great
Whatever.
reference.
actually, I was
Yes.
fine. I was fine.
Yes.
Kayfabe, I was fine.
Yes.
All right. I remember this guy being a Padre. Oh gosh, here comes the gum. Pags, Mike Pagliaro. Larlo, wow.
Wow.
Oh, another Padre, who I don't remember being a Padre. Calvin Schiraldi.
Oh, that's Kelvin. Was he a Red Sox?
Yeah, I think he's on
Yeah.
the A6 team.
Yeah.
Another guy, no idea, is on the Mariners. Jeffrey Leonard.
Yeah.
Number,
A Giant.
was he a 00 guy? He wore 00, didn't he?
I think he might have. Yeah.
At least so. All right, we got Craig Biggio. There we go. Hall of Famer. For the A's, we have Bob Welch. God, I feel like I've had one NL team so far. From the Twins, Mark Guthrie. Oh, no. The Braves were still in the West back then. Even though they're in Atlanta. Ernie
And
Witt.
wait, they're in the West? That's insane.
Yes, the Braves were in the
That's
NL West back
insane.
then. They won the division that year because I think this is the year that Barry Bonds couldn't throw out Sid Bream from like
That's
short
right.
left field.
That's right. Wait, wait a minute. How is Pittsburgh in the East
I
and
know.
Atlanta's in the
I
West?
know. Come on, you grew up on this stuff. Come on, it was always like this.
So
Atlanta
crazy.
and Cincinnati are the West, clearly.
That's a really crazy.
It's like on football. Dallas is still in the East in the NFL.
Right,
That's never changed.
right, yeah.
Oh, I finally got an Expo, and again, I didn't know this guy was an Expo. Spike Owen.
Yeah, I
Look
remember
at
him.
that, look at that
Yeah.
beautiful jersey right there.
Yeah.
I got my instant win card. I didn't see yours, Angelo. You didn't win this week?
I did. I got an instant. That was the first card.
That was the first card.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All right, here. From the Indians, we got Charles Nagy.
Nice.
I have a player who my cousin is named after Brian Downing.
Oh, that's
Yes, I have a
awesome.
cousin named Brian after Brian Downing.
Yeah. And that actually looks like a very conventional batting stance. If you were to look at it the other way, like he's totally like almost like foot in the bucket.
And this has got to be the end of his career too, because his rookie year was 73. Think of that. Think of it in that time frame. He debuted 73. This is 1991.
Yeah.
That's a really long career.
And speaking of Giants, we saw Kevin Bass and we saw Jeffrey Leonard.
Yes.
Today, Chili Davis was actually fired as the Mets hitting coach.
I didn't even know.
I wasn't realize that he was.
I didn't know he had that job.
And the Mets guys are super bummed about it. I guess that he was like a really well liked guy for the Mets. I wasn't even aware that he was the hitting coach for the.
I didn't know either. Wow.
Yeah. All right.
He's definitely another great player there. I wasn't done, by the way. You just went off of me. I still have like a few cards left here.
Come on.
All right, fine. Ozzie Guillen, White Sox. So we said Atlanta is the West, but the Chicago Cubs are the East. Luis Salazar. So that's 2.
Wow.
I have Nelson Santonina.
Wow. 3.
That's both. So that's 3.
Oh boy.
And Mike Boddicker and Paul Merrick. Again, a Brave West, but Chicago's East. Whatever. I got 3. Beat that.
Wow,
Mike,
that's
you gotta
incredible.
do it.
Oh, okay.
Come on,
There we go.
Michael. Don't let me beat 500.
Right. So my gum is like shredded. So.
So that's why it was easy. 3 pieces.
All right. So I got the instant win.
And no Brewers in this round so far.
California Angels. Kurt McCaskill.
Thank you for saying that.
Yes. Chuck Carey for the Yankees. Frank White, Royals.
Of course. I was going to be shocked if it wasn't Royals guy. I didn't remember him playing anywhere else.
Jody Reed, Red Sox. Matt Sinatro.
Okay.
Wow.
Sure, Mariners. Okay. Oh, another favorite here at the Beer Baseball blog, Jamie Moyer playing for the Rangers.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't even aware he played for the
Look
Rangers.
how young that guy is then.
I was going to say, he's only right here. This is his 7th year right here. He's a young man at this point. We talk about this guy playing for the White Sox and Yankees, Ron Kittle.
Oh,
playing for the Orioles here. I wasn't even aware he was an Oriole.
Wow.
I think I have one here. I think. Ken Hill, Cardinals.
Yep.
The Cardinals is in the East. Yes, sir. You
Oh,
should know that.
thank
That's
God.
your team, sir.
I still can't get over them being.
Come on. 1985, they beat the Dodgers in the NLCS. That's what I never forget. Jack Clark.
So, this guy is the manager of the Mets, but he fought Pete Rose, Bud Harrelson.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Bravo. That's 2.
That's 2.
That's 2.
This is 1990 AL home run leaders, Cecil Fielder.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Nice.
And this is an interesting period because the manager actually gets his own card in the set.
Right.
That's definitely
right.
not a thing nowadays.
Mike Schooler for the Mariners. God, like who played in like the early '90s Mariners except for Ken Griffey Jr. That
No wonder you didn't get to taste any gold.
Yeah, maybe Jay Buhner. Mark Gardner for the Expos. There you go.
Oh, you're at 3.
3.
All right.
Stolen base leaders, Barry Bones.
Oh, got it. That's 4. What else you got in there? Show us the rest of them here.
Joe Grahi for your California Angels.
Wait,
looks
what?
like
I never even heard this guy.
And Dan Pasqua. Wow, I remember that name.
Oh yeah, I remember Dan Pasqua for the White Sox. Yeah,
for
there
the
you
White
go.
Sox. There you go. So, are we tied at 4?
No, I had
you won.
3. You had 4.
I won with 4.
Yeah.
All right. And there it is. Baseball card pack wars. Unbelievable.
This is 750, Michael Mondragon.
Oh God, I have so much. I'm only making up for my really stupid decision to make that
I'm quite all right with your
52
decision,
thing.
sir. I'm quite all right with it.
Oh my God. I got to figure out some creative ways to get us, Angelo and I, back into this. All right, so let's end this out
You
with
win 3 out of 4 every week for the rest of the year.
maybe. I don't know. I that was really dumb.
He's saying this, but if it had been him that won 52 points, he'd be like, yeah, whatever.
For everything great I did last week on our 1 year gala, that was the dumbest.
Yeah,
it sounded great. It sounded great at the time. All right, so baseball trivia. We definitely want everybody in the chat to join in on this. Definitely let us know who you think this is. This is Who Am I? This is from Rookies 1986. I have 2 of the cards here from the quiz. And so we're looking for rookies in 1986. And here is the question, number 1. What Hall of Famer holds the rookie record for victories? Christy Mathewson, Cy Young, Dizzy Dean, or Grover Cleveland Alexander? Get that on the back of a jersey.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Jeez.
I'm just gonna go. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the obvious answer, Cy Young.
Okay. So this is definitely pushing the your baseball knowledge, right? Because Cy Young has over like 500 wins, so that makes sense. That's good. Obviously, it could be any of these because they're all pretty Hall of Fame pitchers.
I mean, Christy Mathewson, I think won is he second of all time? Like the 380 or
I think he
something?
might be.
Something insane. Like Grover Cleveland, I think he had over 300. I don't remember Dizzy Dean had 300 or not. I'm assuming he has, but I don't remember. Wow.
So let's know in the chat what are you going for? Aria and Tobias says Grover Cleveland, Alexander. Grover to his friends.
Yep.
Dizzy Dean. Also
I saw Bubble Plug. It says obviously it's Dizzy Dean.
Yeah, obviously. Come on.
Obviously. I'm like,
yeah. Well, if it's your bread and butter, Daily Sports Talk, we need an answer for you. And he's
actually, bread. Come on. There you go.
Go with the 22nd president.
Hey, you know what? He gets points for just knowing the 22nd president.
Yes, that's right. That's very impressive. Very impressive.
Very good.
And then, Angelo, you said you're going with Cy Young?
Cy Young, yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'll go with Christy Mathewson.
All right. Oh, okay. So you switch it up a little bit, right?
Well, I just decided not to go with Angelo. I'm like, let me just go with the guy who I think won the second or third most games of all time, Christy Mathewson.
And the answer is Grover Cleveland Alexander.
There you go.
Alexander, who won 28 games for the Phillies in 1911. 28. Very impressive. And Kevin was there for 22 of them.
And you think I'd remember he had the all-time record.
Well, it's because you weren't there for all 28.
Yeah.
And that was...
we had Ariane Tobias got it, and so did Mr. Daily Sports Talk. Very good.
Yes. Had a 25%
and we all have
chance of getting it
chance. All right.
That's it. All right. Question number 2. What rookie pitcher set a major league mark for most strikeouts in a 3 consecutive 9-inning games?
Wow. Okay.
I thought this one was a little tough, because I'm like, oh, this is interesting.
So 3 consecutive complete games.
Yep.
That's where it says 9-inning games in the question, not complete games. That's interesting.
Yeah. That's a very good observation. I never thought of it that way.
Maybe one of those games went extra innings or both.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
There you go.
So your choices are Mark the Bird Fidrich.
Oh, there you go.
Bob Feller, Fernando Valenzuela, or Dwight Gooden.
Ooh.
Some very good talent here.
Ooh. Oh.
So Mark Fidrich, for those who don't know, a phenom in the mid-'70s. Bob Feller in the 50s.
Wow,
Fernando Mania, early 80s. And Dwight Gooden, always a solid choice in the early 80s as well.
Man.
I mean, Mark Fidrich, the Bird, was like the phenom of baseball, and I believe it was 76.
76, right?
Feller's a Hall of Famer. Fernando was, insane in 81. Fernando Mania, we talked about that previously on the show. And Doc Gooden, we talked about in these trivia questions he's come up before.
Yeah.
About how amazing he was early on.
I really hate to say this because of the reason why I think this happened. But to pitch back-to-back 9-inning plus games, got to be on drugs of some sort. So I'm going to go Doc Gooden.
Wow.
Well, wait. It's not like he pitched 3 straight days.
Well, yeah, consecutive starts, right?
All right. I mean, that's what I'm assuming. I'm like,
yeah.
But this is the era where guys will pitch 9-inning games, though. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's also true.
That's why I
will still stick by my answer of Doc Gooden.
And I was really thinking Doc Gooden because he was just insane that first year.
He was insane that first year.
But then I made me think, like, wait a minute, would Doc Gooden have pitched 3 straight complete games? The guys, that would lead me almost more to 1 and 2 because back then, pretty much, you pitched 9 innings, So, you know what? I'll go Bob Feller then because of that. Let me go with the guy who got a pretty good amount of strikeouts, I would almost guarantee would pitch 3 straight 9-inning games.
So I'm only saying this to pop Kevin, but with your logic there, Angelo, Steve Howe would have been in the Hall of Fame.
Touche.
Yeah. Yep.
Touche. It's a hell of a drug.
Yep.
We should definitely do a thing on Steve Howe sometime. Man, that guy was a trip. He had some problems, and it didn't have anything to do with baseball.
I have Steve Howe's book somewhere in the.
Oh, do you really? How awesome!
Signed. I might have to go get it here. Do I need to go grab it or wait for another day?
We'll definitely make mention of it because we're going to do some other book stuff coming up soon. So definitely keep that in mind. All right. So we have
what do they say in the comments?
Yeah. So Ari and Tobias is going with Bob Feller. Definitely going to be Dwight Gooden. Daily Sports Talk going with Bob Feller.
Everyone's siding with us, with one of us, Angelo. So watch me mark the bird.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Cowboy Jack Durango going with Bob Feller. Always a great choice.
And I'm wrong.
I mean, you can't go wrong with it.
Can I change my answer?
Yes.
If Jack agrees with me, I know.
You agree or disagree? All right. So the answer is Dwight Gooden.
There you go.
So Dwight Gooden, who had 43 strikeouts in 3 straight games in 1984. Man, what a talent.
That sounds like Doc. That's definitely Doc right there. Wow.
This guy was like crazy good. And loved to party. Can you imagine being like this good, this young in New York?
Yep.
I don't know how anybody got through it.
Living the good life.
Yeah. Holy cow.
And for those of you, if you watch 30 for 30s, I've heard they're making a 30 for 30 about the 86 Mets, which I'm like, that's going to be nuts.
Yes.
If everyone's going to be willing to say everything, which they might not. If not, go to YouTube and look up the last best plane ride ever. Definitely well worth to see for a 10-minute video.
So this is really interesting because we play both sides of this. So the Vice series about pro wrestling, Dark Side of the Ring, they're also doing the plane ride from hell.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So 2 awesome plane rides.
Awesome. I mean, the Mets one sounds more fun to me.
An awesome story.
Okay, there you go.
There actually is a 3rd plane ride from hell. Can you guess what that is? And it's pro wrestling related.
I'm like, what, the Ric Flair plane crash? I mean, I don't know that.
That is an awesome guess, and that actually should be another one too. But this one is actually more controversial. So
Are you talking
remember
about that plane from Saudi Arabia?
Saudi Arabia? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That is going to be. That is definitely going to. That's in season 4. Like that's like number one.
If they can get people to finally talk about whatever happened, which people
Oh,
are
that's
still not willing
right.
to talk about
It's probably too new.
Yeah, it's probably too new.
These guys still want to work.
Yeah, they're like, it's like, hey, you want to unionize? Nah, we're not talking about that.
Wrestling.
Oh, wrestling. Sorry for talking about wrestling. Go on wrestling.
Yes. You go into wrestling. We should we'll definitely do another pro wrestling baseball, either happy hour or definitely do that again. So I definitely want. We always do like kind of like in memoriam. We celebrate birthdays, but I also wanted to make mention. My buddy Michael Stinson, his birthday was actually on Sunday. Michael passed away a couple of years ago. And it would have been his 51st birthday. He was a super huge baseball fan. I went to a lot of baseball games with him. And here he is with his wife and extended family at a San Francisco Giants game. Now, Michael was one of my great friends, one of my mentors, but also just a beautiful human being. And one of the best things that I remember about Michael is that so you see this is the I think this is the west entrance of Oracle Park now. It used to be AT&T Park. So Michael and Rachel right there on the left there, they actually moved up from Pasadena to San Francisco. And one of his stipulations was, he goes, I don't care where we live, it's going to be next to the ballpark. So they actually lived walking distance from Oracle Park.
Wow.
And I thought, I remember one of the last times that I talked with Michael, he told me that story. And I said, like, that is awesome, because I feel like I would think that, but I would never say that. And he did it. So I was super admired that. He was also, because he was in the Bay Area, he also went to A's games, stuff like that. We went, and the last time we went to an A's Dodgers game. So I wanted to make mention of Michael. I don't think you guys got to meet. Actually, one of our mutual friends, Michael, actually got to meet him when we went to a Dodger game. Kevin.
Right on.
But yeah, I this is kind of I hate ending the show like this, but I also want to remember people. We have so many wonderful people that we meet on the way through this, and I definitely want to give them tribute. Brody Stevens, Michael Stinson, and the All Angels podcast. We have people that we meet all the time in life and through baseball that are gone way too soon. So definitely, instead of saying, remembering the passing, I know I'm kind of going on with this one, but let's just say we miss you and wish you were here. And this is why we do this, to remember these people. And cheers, Michael, wherever you are. Hope your seats are good. All right. So if you like what we're doing here at the Beer Baseball blog, patreon.com/Beer Baseball. Check out our Etsy store. We got a lot of stuff there that'll help support us. Here's where you can find us on social media. And I will throw it back to you, Kevin. Do you have anything that you want to promote?
I mean, you already mentioned minor league baseball, so I really hope that people will actually go in and look into that, because it's always a fun time if you get a chance to go in person, or if not, just buy fun merchandise. Like look, you can see the Coos hat, it's the Vancouver hat. All these teams have really fun merchandise you can get, and for the most part, it's not too super expensive. It's comparable to Major League Baseball stuff. And I'll mention something I've been reading, Michael, because I'm reading a book about Thurman Munson. It's called The Captain Me on and off the field. It's about a man we talked about on the show, Ron Blomberg, the very first designated hitter in Major League Baseball. It's about his time with playing with Thurman Munson, and it's written by a guy named Dan Epstein who's helping him write it, and I'm trying to hopefully lock him up for an interview on the show to talk about things, because he has other books written about 70s baseball, which I definitely want to get into next. But so far, I've been reading that. It's called The Captain and Me On and Off the Field. It's been a really fun read so far. I'm about a quarter of the way in.
Yeah.
Oh, and, man, I'm sorry. I got to promote this. If you need some jokes, jokes just in life, why don't you email jokeland@aol.com. Jackie the Joke Man Martling. Say, give me a plug. Or look him up on Cameo.
That is awesome. I love Jackie, and that is tremendous. So thank you so much. Angelo, anything to promote?
Yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 53 weeks strong. We are now in our second year, so thank you guys for your continued support. Aside from the blogcast, please check out our YouTube channel for the Beer and Break series, premiering every Saturday at 9 a.m. I've also been doing personal Facebook page, but exclusive announcement right here for you, the Beer Baseball Podcast viewers. Starting this Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday Night Rips will be broadcast on the Beer Baseball Blog Facebook channel, live each and every Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So this Monday, I'll be opening a blaster box of 2020 Bowman Baseball. So be sure to tune in and check it out. And like I mentioned, Beer and Break every Saturday at 9 a.m. So there's a lot of new card releases coming up down the pipe. So we're going to have a lot of great content for you guys as it relates to card collecting right here on the Beer Baseball blog.
Right.
Yeah, thank you so much for doing that, Angelo. It's this has been a really cool thing. I mean, we have so much stuff planned for this year. I love baseball season, and I love everything that we're doing here. So thank you so much for watching us every week. We definitely love your support, and we're here for you. And we can't wait to do this again next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific. And we'll be here again. So thank you so much. We won't see you at the ballpark. We won't see you at the brewery. Well, hopefully soon. You might see, but if you're in Nashville, you might see Angelo soon.
Yes. And you'll see Kevin tomormer night.
Look me in Anaheim.
Yeah,
don't near me. 6 feet away.
Yeah, so check out our social media. We'll definitely. I'm gonna have Kevin post some stuff that. Yeah. So
6 feet away from me, please. And let's have a beer for me, then you can come closer than 6 feet.
Well, we usually, whenever we go to games, we usually sit up top anyway. So like we stay away from everyone.
I have that option now because I think like all the non-used seats are like the seats that you can't sit in are zip tied. So we can't do our old school moves of just sneaking down somewhere, Right on. So we'll see you next Tuesday for another Beer Baseball Blogcast. Good night, everyone. Take care.